Hello, you're watching James. My name's James, you're watching me, and I am talking about watches. Well, a couple of months ago, I bought myself a watch that I've been very, very happy with. This one here, the Glycine Moon Phase, a great watch. And I bought this watch off a website called Ashford.com. Ashford.com is a website that I've gone to on a number of occasions because they tend to have some really, really good prices. I bought this one because it was the cheapest available throughout the internet. After I bought the watch, after I released my first video of it, Ashford.com or a representative from Ashford.com got in contact with me and they said two things. They said, firstly, would you like to be an affiliate member of Ashford.com? And I thought, yeah, why not? That means I can put some affiliate links in videos if there are watches that I am showing on the channel that sort of relate to their website. And if people choose to use those links, well, that's fantastic. I might earn a tiny little bit of commission. Secondly, and really nice of them, they offered to supply me with a free watch. And that is the watch I'm going to show you today in a first impressions style video. Hence why you would have seen the sponsored icon. Ashford.com sent me this watch free of charge. I don't have to send it back. Now, of course, because they are sponsoring the video, just give me 2 seconds and describe to you who Ashford.com is and why you might want to purchase a watch from them. As I said, I bought a watch from them prior to even having any contact with them. Now, Ashford.com's been around since the late 90s. It's one of these sort of companies that is able to buy large quantities of watches in bulk, therefore getting themselves a discount, and then they sort of roll that discount onto us. They have a lot of different watches on their website. They have some really interesting watches, and they quite often are the cheapest that I've found online. Certainly well worth checking out. If you are interested in the watch I'm showing you today, or any of their other watches that they have, I will leave an affiliate link to this particular watch and then just the website link in the description of this video. And guys, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, I really would appreciate it if you just click on that subscribe button. But that's more than enough of me talking as an intro to our first impressions. So let's jump into a first impressions video of a slightly different Hamilton Khaki field watch. Something that's a little bit interesting, something that's a little bit not quite the normal Hamilton Khaki, something that actually really does seem quite interesting. So let's flip the camera and let's check it out. So it's time for another Hamilton field watch onto the channel. This is the Hamilton Khaki Field H70605843. It comes just like this from Ashford.com with this cool little travel pouch, user manual on the side, and the watch presented on a nice watch cushion. Realistically, this is probably a better sort of packaging than all the boxes that you get with watches because this is actually usable. And of course, we're getting a field watch from Hamilton, so we're sort of getting what we're expecting from it. And what we're getting is a really cool looking field watch. And it has a little bit of a twist to it, this one, because this one is a very dark blue dial, which I actually think looks really cool. It's not immediately obvious, but it then really links nicely into this sort of canvas strap, which for me has like a real dark blue grey sort of look to it, all reinforced along here. Really good hardware as well, Hamilton H, which I think is very cool. Dial, it looks really nice, as you would expect. Really good finishing, brushing to the sides, and of course it's powered by a really nice Hamilton Swiss movement, which you can see through that see-through case back. Absolutely lovely, really good looking movement there. Nice and big, this one. I think this is a 42mm, so it's a little bit bigger than my previous Hamilton than I had. 22mm lug width as well, so this one has a little bit more wrist presence. Sign crown, but as you can see, even though I said it's quite big, it does have quite a nice curvature to it, so it really sits down on wrist nicely. And it's quite a thin watch too, so it's very, very good. I really like it. Really nice strap, Hamilton branded, like a leather inner, and then sort of a canvas on the top. Let's check out what it looks like on wrist. Now I'm wearing this one fairly tight and I'm using the last possible holes. So realistically I probably use the other two if I'm going to be wearing it day to day, but for the wrist roll it kind of holds onto a little bit better. So it actually fits quite nicely on my wrist. It's a little bit of a bigger watch, you can certainly see that, being the sort of 42mm size, but when you look down the wrist you can see it really hugs down and sits down nicely on the wrist, which is very, very cool. Quite enjoy that. I really sort of like a good looking Hamilton field watch. I think most of us do, and it's really nice to be able to get a different variation of it and a different color as well, something a little bit different, something that I may not have picked myself, but something that really does sort of actually make it a little bit special, because when you're looking at these Hamilton field watches or any sort of field watch, they do have a sort of very much a theme to them. So it's nice to have something that actually makes it pop a little bit extra, not just the quality, which obviously this watch does have, but just a little pop of colour, and it's quite a subtle pop of colour, which I like. So overall, I have to say my first impressions are rather good. I'm really quite enjoying the look of it. I obviously enjoy looking at the back of it, seeing that lovely Swiss movement as well. Okay guys, just a quick first impressions of this one. Thank you again to ashford.com for supplying this one for a couple of videos. This will be coming out in a full review fairly soon, okay? So stay tuned for that, and I do hope to see you in the next video.